Okay.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, guys.
We heard you say in that call with Gruden, you were surprised you were still on the board. Where were you expecting to go? But and what do you think of where you went?
I honestly thought I would go second, third round. I had a draft party yesterday with my family. Of course, things didn't go as planned, but just the opportunity to get drafted is a blessing in itself. So I'll take it.
What indication did you get that was your range?
Just because my agent had talked to plenty of teams, and I had a lot of day two projections on me, and a lot of people saw me as a day two pick. I talked to some people that saw me as a second, third round corner, but that's just not where the chips fell.
How tough is that when you have your family, just people that you really care about in your life around you, and you're gearing up to hear your name called yesterday, and it doesn't happen?
Of course, it's tough and it's hard, but if it's one thing I pride myself on is mental toughness, and dealing with stuff like that. I mean, it's just part of my journey. I've dealt with that almost my whole career, so just having to deal with that and getting through that is a big thing for me.
What went into your decision to move to switch positions, and where are you in that process? Where do you feel you are in that process?
I'm sorry, you said what made me want to switch?
Yeah, what made you want to switch positions, and do you feel pretty fully comfortable now at cornerback, or how's that process gone?
Absolutely, I feel way more comfortable at corner. I feel like when I switched, the reason for my switch was that I just wasn't happy playing wide receiver anymore, and I didn't see the same future I saw for myself as if I would play defense. And just over the time being, just meeting so many people, picking brains of people that's vested in the NFL now, I just feel like I'm getting better and I'm starting to make progressions toward to be the guy that I want to be.
How do you feel like playing wide out helps you as a cornerback?
Say again, how do I feel compared to it?
No, how do you feel like your experience playing on offense helps you as a defensive player?
Oh, it's everything. Just because you understand and know how they're trying to set you up. One thing I always take pride in is knowing the game mentally before physically. So when I was a receiver, I did the same thing. I learned all the things that I need to know as a receiver. So when I switched, I kind of knew what a receiver was trying to do and how he was trying to set me up.
Did you have much pre-draft contact with the Raiders?
I would talk here and there to Coach O'Neal and Coach Johnson. I didn't know for a fact that they would take me or not. I knew they had a lot of picks, and I knew that they wanted to build their defense up. But when I seen that they picked a corner in the second, I didn't know if they would still pick me or not.
How much work on special teams did you do in college?
Oh, everything that you can imagine almost. I played all four throughout my career, but my last 2 years, I started on all the special teams. My senior year, I started at 2 throughout the rest of the season, though.
Are you? Did you work at gunner?
Oh, yes, sir. I was the man at that position. That's what I did.
Do you anticipate that's what you'll be asked to do here?
Oh, I'm coming in with the mentality that I'm trying to play. If I have to play when I have to play special teams and when that comes about, then I will do so. But my main focus and my main mentality is coming in and competing and showing them I can play corner before anything else.
Where were you watching the draft yesterday? Where did you have the party with your family?
So I went to a place called Mia's Table. I went and ate with my family, had about 30 people come, family and friends, all tight-knit. And we just watched it all together, ate a bunch of appetizers, nothing major, but this is one of my favorite food spots as I was in, as I lived here in Houston.
Were you watching again today?
Oh, I just watched it here at the house with my family. Nothing major. I didn't, after yesterday, I was like, okay, maybe that's not the best idea to keep doing these parties. Spend time with my family and, just wait for my name to be called. God got a plan, so.
Is there a cornerback you study, kind of pattern yourself after a little bit?
That's almost everybody. I try to take what I can get from every corner that I watch, but mostly I like to watch corners like Richard Sherman, Jalen Ramsey, Marshawn Lattimore. I try to watch and see how they use their ability and how they're longer and faster corners, at least just see how they make it work for them so I can apply it to my game as well.
At the Combine, you had a pretty stout workout. What do you think that did and you were able to show there?
Well, I thought that, I had a pretty good Combine performance. My numbers were pretty decent, I would say. I reached a lot of numbers that I wanted to reach, but the biggest thing is I just wanted to show everybody that, I could do any and everything they wanted me to do on the field, as far as just moving, jumping, my position drills. Just wanted to show everybody what I could do and why I considered to be, one of the better corners in the draft as well.
At the Senior Bowl, obviously the Raiders didn't coach you. They were trying to coach against you. In your mind, in Mobile, were you at all thinking about the possibility of playing for them? And I guess what was it like, your interactions with them there?
Heck yeah, I thought about playing for them. I was listening. I just pay attention to how they were coaching and, their energy as coaches and what they had their guys doing. And, man, I was like, these are pretty good, pretty good coaching. It's a pretty good coaching staff. But I just knew the whole time that the Raiders had a lot of picks this draft, and they were trying to do a lot of moving, trying to get a good team together this year. I don't think they're in the rebuilding phase. I think they're in the phase, trying to go win a championship this year just because, there's never a rebuilding phase when you have this much talent on the team. So, in my opinion, I always figured that if they put the right people in, that we got an opportunity to win a championship.
Raiders have had a couple other Houston cornerbacks over the years. Do you know either DJ Hayden or Stanford Route? Have you gotten to meet either of those guys?
See, I know DJ, but I don't know the other guy. I don't know the name that you said. But I've worked out with DJ. I've gotten really cool with DJ, me and him. We worked out together here in Houston while he was here during the off season. I just got the opportunity to pick his brain and see what he thought and what he felt. I also worked out with LaFell. I know him pretty well now, too.
What about William Jackson? Do you like his game?
Oh, yeah, I love Willow's game. That's a given, having somebody be so successful like that coming out of Houston. I worked out with him and DJ Hayden at the same time. And like I said, just every opportunity I got to pick their brains and learn what I could from them, I would. And I just make the best of it.
How many people were around you today when you got the call?
Just my immediate family.
Yeah. What was that
So it was
moment?
probably like mom, dad, little brother, older sister, nephew, my sister's boyfriend.
What was that moment like? Just to share it with them.
It was big. It was big just because, they know how stressful this process has been, and they know that, I really wanted this to work. And just honestly, sitting there waiting for your name to be called after everything you've been through, like it's big on your anxiety. And it's like, I want everything to happen. I want everything to go well, and you work so hard. So whenever it did happen, they were probably way more excited than I was. I was trying to, keep it calm, but they couldn't do it. So.
Yeah. What kind of leader are you? You seem to really present yourself well. How do you take pride in your leadership ability?
Absolutely. Just because I know that I'm a different type of guy. I'm never the type to go with the crowd. I'm the type that always like to do the right thing and go with where I feel my heart is right. So I feel like I'm a personable leader. I'm the one that gets to know people, understand who they are and where they come from. That way, when it is time to lead them, I know how to, rather than just doing the same standard type of tactic of trying to lead somebody without knowing who they are.
When did you first start thinking about the NFL as a kid, and was it something that your friends and family thought it was a realistic dream?
Oh, absolutely. When I was in second grade playing flag football, I was thinking about the NFL. Just, not even realizing the whole money situation, none of that. Just like knowing that was the highest level of football and knowing that I could do it and I could compete with anybody. That's just what my mentality was the whole time. So this whole time, I guess you could say it's been planned because I've been working towards it. But now that it's here, it's actually kind of crazy.
Gruden told you that he thinks you could be the steal of the draft. What are your thoughts about that?
You said Gruden said I could be the steal of the draft?
Yeah.
How'd you know that? Who told y'all that?
They have a very robust social media department.
They put up a video of the call.
Oh, okay. Look at that. I didn't even know that was. I didn't know y'all knew that. I thought that was just plain up. I didn't know that was something that everybody knew. But for me, that was big, just because I've always felt that way. I'm so quiet in this draft and like within the media, with everything that I do. I feel like I'm not the one to speak about a lot or try to be out there. I want my actions and my play to show for everything that I do. So when he says that, it's like, okay, somebody else believes it too. And I think he can recognize my talent. I can't wait to show him what I can actually do when I get into his system.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
All right. Thank you, Isaiah.
Thanks, Isaiah.
Congratulations, man.
Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you.
Talk to you later. Bye.